Imagine standing outside the firelight, watching your own tribe refuse to look back. These are the people who once ate, slept, hunted, and survived beside you. But tonight, their backs are turned, and your name has disappeared. You have not simply been sent away. You have been left to die. Today, rejection might mean a blocked message, an unanswered call, or silence. It hurts deeply, but in most modern lives, it does not kill. 50,000 years ago, being rejected meant losing your entire survival system. There were no hospitals, no police, no stores, and no safe rooms. There was only cold, hunger, darkness, and creatures listening better than you. If the group turned away, social discomfort became a death sentence. But the strangest part begins later, because exile attacked something older. It attacked the deepest human fear, waking up completely alone. We imagine ancient humans feared predators, snakes, wolves, and darkness first. But another fear waited underneath, no longer being considered one of them. For us, loneliness can sound emotional. For them, it was physical danger. One person hears less, sleeps worse, gathers slower, and misses what follows. And here, everything becomes frightening. The tribe was not just family. The tribe was shelter, memory, protection, food, warmth, and warning. It knew where water hid, and which berries quietly killed children. Inside the group, you had a chance. Outside, you became prey. Maybe the exile stole food, broke trust, or endangered everyone's children. Or maybe he simply became too weak, too strange, too different. We do not know his name, but we know his fear. He still smelled smoke, heard voices, and saw faces becoming distant. Between him and the others, an invisible line had appeared. Nobody wanted to cross it first, because mercy could become danger. But this is only half the story. Pity could kill everyone. If one person broke trust, the entire circle could crack open. Ancient morality was not decoration. It was a survival machine. Rules held the weak, the children, and the sleeping together. Punishment became terrifying because the world was already terrifying before humans. Now imagine the worst possible moment. Exile begins near sunset. The sun sinks, birds quiet down, and shadows stretch across the ground. Dot behind him remains warmth. Ahead of him begins the listening forest. He walks slowly, because this path no longer leads home. He may carry a spear, some roots, and a torn animal skin. But he lacks the most important weapon, the eyes of others. No hands will lift him, and no voice will wake him. No child will remember his story if the darkness takes him. He's alive, but socially, he has already died. And this changed everything about the human brain and its alarms. Humans began fearing not only pain, but silence and cold faces. Every glance mattered. Every rumor could change your place forever. When the group whispered, your body felt danger before your mind. That is why modern rejection still hits like an ancient warning. One unread reply can suddenly make the whole day feel unsafe. One cold look can tighten your chest without any real danger. Your brain still asks, what if they no longer accept me? The ancient system does not know you live in a city. It does not know food can arrive through a glowing screen. To that system, Exclusion still smells like smoke at night. But then comes the part almost nobody talks about. The tribe suffered too. They had to watch someone familiar walk away into the dark. Maybe he was a brother, a mother, a hunter, or a child. Still, the circle had to close without that person inside. Everyone learned belonging could be lost, and everyone became more careful. Someone argued less, hid anger, smiled carefully, and studied every face. Social anxiety was not weakness. It was an ancient survival radar. It kept asking whether you were still useful, tolerated, and protected. One wrong gesture could create suspicion faster than a physical wound. A wound hurts the body, but exile tears you from the world. Imagine the first night after exile, when the fire is distant. He tries making fire, but his hands shake against damp sticks. Somewhere nearby, a branch breaks, and nobody else hears it. On normal nights, someone would lift a spear beside him. Now, silence becomes enormous, because no human breath surrounds him. He hears rustling, breathing, cracking wood, and his own terrified heart. Now the real question appears. What killed the exile first? Was it predators, hunger, cold, or knowing he belonged to nobody? Belonging was not decoration. It was part of the human body. Without a group, even simple actions lost their meaning. Who do you hunt for if nobody waits near the fire? In the ancient world, memory lived inside other people's voices. If you were cast out, your story started dying before you did. Sometimes an exile searched for strangers, but strangers were dangerous too. They wondered why he was alone and what terrible thing happened. To survive again, he had to become useful before becoming trusted. A strong hunter had a chance. The weak had almost none. Exile sounded simple, but inside it was slow death without blood. Just backs turning, silence growing, and one step beyond the light. Now look at yourself. When a message is read without reply, you say it means nothing, but your body remembers another world. A world where rejection meant hearing the night completely alone. Humans survived because someone once said, "Stay near the fire."